Now, you've said that the governing body presently has 7 members. I withdraw that. How is it determined how many members there will be from time to time?
There can be any number of members on the governing body. In the past few decades, for example, when I was appointed on the governing body, there were 12 of us. I believe the number has been 18 at one stage. But the qualifications of a member for the governing body involves someone who is considered an anointed witness, who has worked with a scriptural background, either as a missionary or a full-time servant for many years, and is able to fulfill the role of the governing body, which is, may I state, a spiritual group of men who are the guardians of our doctrine. And as guardians of the doctrine, look at things that need to be decided based on our doctrines, which are based on the Constitution of the Bible.
And I take it if the governing body is to be increased in size, that will be a decision of the governing body itself.
That is correct. But obviously we would get information from other fields.
And is it the case that the governing body then appoints new members of the governing body?
That is correct.
And does someone have a designated role such as coordinator or chairperson or president?
You mean of the governing body?
Yes.
Or do you mean the subcommittees?
No, I mean of the governing body.
Yes, we rotate each year. There's a chairman of the governing body, but the chairman's role is merely to chair the meetings.
And so there's no one who has a permanent role of coordination or designation, such as president or what have you?
That is correct. Only the committees under the direction of the governing body have a coordinator for each committee.
Now, dealing with decisions of the governing body itself, how are decisions made? By which I mean, are they made only by consensus or by majority, or is there some other system you adopt?
So, if a policy or a question comes up with regard to doctrine or something that involves our biblical stand, we will allow someone to come in and present to us all the facts concerning that. Obviously, the 7 involved cannot be familiar with every aspect that we need to consider. So once the proposal has been given to the governing body, it's an agenda point. Ahead of time, each governing body member, with prayer, by means of prayer and reading the Bible, then tries to see how the Bible would affect any particular decision. So then in our discussion, generally from my experience, which has only just been the last 10 years, in most cases it's unanimous. And
if it's not, then it would be carried by majority, is that right?
That is the case, but as I said, it's a rare thing, because if someone, perhaps their conscience is not clear or feel comfortable with a certain decision, then more often than not we would rely upon God's Spirit by holding up on making a final decision until more research is done, and then we would meet again.